wouldn't make it so far.
Are you interested in finding a school to enhance your education? Not sure where to start? Well, today your search is over. CDP Maths Lab eSchool offers classes for C.S.E.C, CAPE, and GSET subjects, along with training in early childhood education and data operation. Listen to what CDP Maths Lab students have to say about their most fulfilling experience.
While I was attending, it was almost the best experience I ever had. Like I was in class, but I wasn't. I would give the school the full 10 out of 10 because the teachers take the opportunity to help the ones that really needed it. To the upcoming students, this is the best decision you have made and it will benefit you in the near future.
Talk to your soul and say, I can.
CDP Maths Lab eSchool was founded by Ronique Bernard in August 2009 with a vision to see our students receive a solid education with an emphasis on developing their cognitive skills. The school is committed to developing individuals who will have a positive impact on the society.
The class it really helped me, and if you are going to C.S.E.C, I really recommend this class, so you could always give it a try. The prices are really reasonable, and it is really worth it for online class. Like myself, you would be proud because on that day or on that night when results are out and you log in and you open your results, that feeling, it really is great. It is more of an experience that you would really want to relive.
Of course, I went through it and I passed my exams, so I would highly recommend this to anyone. If you have a problem or so, they will take their time out. They will take their time out to tell you. Plus, they have history of also past students who have also passed their exams in once.
I have been attending for 6 months, and my most fulfilling moment would be the interaction between the teachers and the students, as the environment is very comfortable and welcoming. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I would rate this institution, along with the teaching techniques, skills, and tolerance of the teachers, a perfect score of 10. If I had the opportunity to recommend someone to this class, I would, because I can assure you that you will leave 10 times better than you had entered. Now that I am leaving, one thing that I would recommend is a classroom interaction at least twice a month, as some students tend to do better with face-to-face interactions. This program would be the best decision one could choose, as the teachers are excellent at what they do, and they would go to the extreme to ensure that you understand what was taught, even if that means staying up with you all night. To CDP Maths Lab, thank you.
Despite his late start, Shonday was able to successfully complete his exam.
Trust me, it's a really good program, because if I entered a month before exam and I passed the exam, that says everything for itself. The program speaks for itself practically then.
Just start to believe.
CDP Maths Lab eSchool is convenient and economical. We provide flexible learning options in a relaxed environment. With over 80% pass rate, we offer free demo classes before payment, one-to-one interactive tutoring, clinical teaching sessions to strengthen weak areas, and step-by-step video and worksheet exercises.
So of course, we really are the one to choose. Experience teaches wisdom. So we offer a free online orientation to our prospective students to support your decision. Of course, you cannot make a
Good night, Miss Paul. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Not bad.
I still not see the assignment, I don't feel good about that.
I know.
No, no, it's not a joke. I take that very serious. I take that very serious here.
Yes, sir.
You need to submit your assignment. You need to. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You need to. I don't want to ban you from the class until the assignment is done. No, I should be sending you your enrollment letter, which would have told you the rules. And one of the rules is that students who don't do their assignments, you will not be allowed in the class unless your assignment is done. So I guess you'll only be able to watch it from YouTube.
Okay.
So the assignments must be done, all right?
Okay.
You have to get the assignment done. It's a must. Just give me a second here, please.
Sir.
Waiting on the rest to come on. The body seem to take on holiday.
Except me.
Yeah, but during C.X.C, you don't have holiday during C.X.C time. It's not gonna exist.
I don't have no holiday.
Eh?
I don't get any holiday.
No, I'm saying that some persons apparently think they're on holidays, so they
Yeah,
are.
because some school do have holidays.
Yeah, but during exam time, you know, on holiday.
Well, the one that I am,
Yo, holiday have
that
your
I
public
register
holiday.
for, they give holiday.
Yeah, the whole
Because I
holiday
was
is a public
wondering,
one.
it's a private institution, why give holiday? It's been what, 2 weeks now? I don't have any class with them. It's a class resume next week.
Oh, well, that is them. That
Yeah.
is them. I believe 60 cents must only have holiday what you call it again?
Mm.
Public holiday alone you get holiday for. I say we're getting other holidays of such is going to be beneficial, you understand?
Yeah.
When you have exams 4 months away, I mean every little thing that you
I
can
don't know
put
how
in.
they give me holiday and I start class late. So basically, I don't really start anything because I start late. So I don't really get anything.
Oh
And it's my first time doing bio, as I said. Never did it in high school. Never.
well. Okay. Well, we'll see. See how they make up this one, eh?
Yep.
Um, Waiting on the rest of them to come on. Well, but they need to do their assignments, okay?
Sure.
Which is very, very, very important that you do it. I don't know who that know. No, she is on. Oh, you pin yourself.
A bit?
I was wondering if you pinned yourself. All right, good. Hold on.
What those things, those pinning things.
No, when you pin yourself on this on Zoom,
Mm-hmm.
it means that you're the focus of attention.
Okay, so that is what is happening now?
No, not no, not no, not no.
Oh,
Yes. Good night, Ashe. Ashe, your mic is muted. All right, give me 1 second, please. So Martin, are you there? Good night.
Good night, sir.
Okay, good night. All right, so we're going to continue from where we left off the last class. We're on immunity. All right, just give me one little second, please. One little second, one little second. 1 second there. All right, let us pray before we start classes. Let us pray. Most kind and loving and heavenly Father, we give you thanks, O God, for sparing our lives, and as we're about to continue preparation for exams, we ask for your blessings. Pray that you help the students to develop the cognitive skills that enable them to be able to acquire the knowledge that they need to pass this exam and be able to use the knowledge that they have acquired. Thank you very much for answering our prayers. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. Now, first things first. When the assignments are done, I am able to do some stuff that I would like to do with you guys. But when the assignments are not done, then I cannot go any further. So I need the assignments to be done so that everybody can have a fair chance of participating in the classes activity. If you don't do so, then you won't have a fair chance of doing that. Understand? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we're just going to wrap up the immunity component. Um, and then hopefully next class we can start with section B of sorry D of the syllabus. No, E rather, section E, the last part of the syllabus. And then I will restart from the beginning, but with a bit of difference. And I need to see some more presentations. A matter of fact, there should be a presentation, a detailed presentation for each section done. So if you did an assignment on nutrition and digestion, I must have a video presentation for that. You must have a model for every system. So therefore, you must have a presentation for every system. All right. I want to maintain the track record that I have. So don't play with it, students. Please don't play with it. Okay. Okay. No playing again. No playing around. All right. So let's get back to where we were last class. Let me see if I can. Where should I pick it up from now? Not playing from it again. Just looking for it. Give me a second there. This is not what I'm looking for. No, I'm not looking for that. That's not what I'm looking for. Trying to find the slide where I should supposed to start from. Even myself felt a bit tired too. I feel tired. but I know I have a job to do, you know. This is where we were, I believe. All right, so we're just going to quickly run through immunity, and then after running through the immunity, then I'm going to be looking at some little technique that I want you to practice when you're doing your assignments to make life much easier for you. All right. Now, to start from this slide, we'll talk about it. The kosher is on. Yes. So we'll talk about induced immunity, and in our time in COVID right now, the big news is about immunity, and they're referring to active immunity in an artificial way by use of vaccine, right? Um, good. Yes, Teresa, careful with that kind of language here, please. All right. Coach is probably having some.
Girl,
Yes. Yes, Terry.
sorry, you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. But I had to mute your mic because I wasn't, weren't, I never wanted to hear what I was hearing before. All right. Now, so induced immunity refers to using antibodies to resist specific disease. So we talk about induced immunity. We're talking about using antibodies to resist specific diseases, right? Now, you can categorize induced immunity both active and passive. And note, they can ask you questions about to tell the difference, distinguish between active immunity and passive immunity. They can do that, right? Now, active immunity refers to now when the antibodies are actually produced in the person's body. Good. So your body, my body, all of us body can produce antibodies, especially, well, the white blood cell will do that, right? Whenever they see antigens present or pathogens present in your body. So we when we produce our own antibodies, then that's when we are preparing the body actively, active defense system against foreign microorganisms in our body. Now, passive immunity now is where the antibodies from another organism enter the person's body. Good. Now, evidently, with pregnant women, the babies are passively immune because would have um the mothers would have what you call it now, pass on antibodies across the placenta into the fetus. Good. And in some cases, breastfeeding, right? So antibodies enter a person in a natural manner. Good. The breast milk has antibodies in it, right? This is why it's very important that women, well, all the women can do it, that mothers breastfeed their babies. Okay? Breastfeed your babies. Must breastfeed your baby. My daughter,
was breastfeed, I think, to age 2, I believe, something like that. So she got all her antibodies from her mother. Now, active immunity and passive immunity can be done naturally or artificially. Good. Now, active immunity now, in a natural sense, is where the pathogens enter the body in a natural manner. So you catch a cold. Good. So the pathogen enters the body in a natural manner by catching a cold. So what really happens is this. Let's say the first time you catch a cold, right? The effect that the cold had on you the first time, if on a second encounter, it would not have that same effect on you. Why? Because your body would have already created the antibody for it to fight against it. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the artificial way now, the pathogen is introduced into the body as a vaccine. Good. So being immunized or vaccinated, that is artificial. So what you see they are making these different types of vaccine for COVID, they are setting up an artificial active immune way of protecting the body. Good. So note when you look at this chart, if you are describing it in a sentence, for example, you would start from the lower end. Artificially active immunity induced. Follow? Or you can say the body has been protected by way of induced immunity in an artificial active way. Follow? Now, in the passive immunity now, antibodies enter a person as well. Look at this already, breastfeeding. Now, artificially now, the antibodies are injected into a person. Good. This is by way of injection. Right? I guess it would have somewhat be similar to vaccination because it is actually injected into you. But it is the antibodies that is injected, but not the pathogen. Follow now? Now, in the difference between the active immunity artificial and the passive immunity artificial is that with the vaccine, the pathogen is actually they're actually forcefully putting in the disease causing agent into your body, the virus into your body. Good. But the virus isn't the virus when they put it inside of your body, it not that I guess it doesn't have the same effect as if you would have caught it naturally. You follow? So, but your body knows it's like copies then, copies of the pathogen inside of your body, copies of the pathogen. And then your body now will start to make antibodies for the copies of those pathogen, preparing your body in the event that that virus should come against you, right? But when the artificial one now, instead of putting in the pathogen now, they basically give you the what? Antibodies. All right. So it's clear, something you can actually figure out, read and remind yourself of when you go back to this video. All right. Any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Terry, no
Sir,
questions? Yeah, go ahead.
my internet is giving problems, so I chip in and chip out every now and then.
Okay, all right. And I also realized that if it chip you out permanently, then you can use your cell phone, remember? You can.
Is my cell phone I'm using, sir? I'm not at home, you know.
Oh, you're not at home. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. My bad. All right, so let's move on to the other one. Just a repetition, but probably more simpler to understand. Immunity can be innate, it is natural, inborn, genetic factors, or it can be acquired. And if it's acquired, it can be active. You have your own antibodies. If it is positive, you have ready-made antibodies which we were told earlier, it is passive immunity in an artificial way. And then an active, when you own it, natural exposure to infectious diseases, right? So you like catching a common cold, which was said in the last slide before, or it is. I'm not sure. I'm not saying it is accurate about the COVID, but I would like to believe that they follow the same principle, that those persons who have recovered from COVID may not be affected by COVID again. So they would have actually become immune to COVID in an active way, a natural way, right? And then you have artificial immunization, which is by way of vaccine. Good. Um, and then you have natural maternal antibodies. Good. With a passive way. Means that your body did not do anything. Your body did nothing at all. That's what I mean by passive. Your body did nothing at all to create antibodies or anything. Antibodies just readily made for them. All right. Let's just proceed. Basically the same thing here. All right. So acquired immunity now is where it can be passive or it can be active, as you can see again. Natural maternal antibodies, as I said, the baby here, passed over along the placenta. And then, of course, our vaccine. You have seen this size bottle frequently now on the news, especially news coming in from the United States and the UK, a similar size bottle, right? Then as I say, active now can be natural, infected with the virus itself, where you can actually catch a disease, like for example, COVID now, as I said before, and you can become immune to it by way of vaccination in terms of injection. So the antibodies is in fact injected inside of you. All right. All right. So, well, no, that was a passive one. Sorry. So here we are, our final slide for immunity. So in active immunity, we talk about the infection, when you catch a common cold or COVID. Artificial, when they inject copies of the pathogen inside your body, and that's called vaccination. Passive immunity, when the baby's body does not produce antibodies, but their mothers produce antibodies. When they are a fetus, they actually receive it by way of the placenta, and when they are babies, they receive it by way of breast milk, as I told you before. So breastfeeding is very, very, very important. All right. Let me pause here. Say good night to those persons who are viewing this class on YouTube. You may ask questions in the chat and I will reply to it shortly. All right, so artificial now immunity is where, as you can see, they have injected antibodies directly into your body. All right, good. I would have preferred that one instead of the vaccine. All right, so I think, oh, well, there's more. All right, now I deliberately repeat the same thing over and over. So from different perspectives, you can have the understanding. All right. Now, acquired immunity, again, natural and artificial. So I'm quite sure you will not forget this. Now, passive immunity, now, antibodies from mother in bloodstream at birth. Active, result of infection. Good. For artificial immunity, antibody transfer. Good. And then active now, the result of immunization. All right. And this is our final slide on immunity. So after this, we'll be looking at a series of possible questions based on immunity. But I'd like for you as well to do a video presentation explaining your understanding of immunity using some form of visuals. Hope you heard that. Terry, you heard that? Terry, you heard that, Terry?
No, sir, can you repeat?
Oh, you didn't hear? I am saying that I'm going to require you guys to create a video explaining in your own words your understanding of immunity, but you must use visuals in your presentation. Okay? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you can choose to either use a video or you can have your visuals and you turn on your webcam or your camera device or the camera on your device and do your presentation. The choice is yours. All right. So types of acquired immunity. Again, it's divided into active and passive. And finally, there are two types of immunity then, acquired immunity, active and passive. Now, active immunity, it is induced by natural exposure to a pathogen or by vaccination. It can be characterized into two types, naturally acquired, artificially acquired, active immunity. And I have given you examples of those before. Hope you had screenshot or taking down information. Passive immunity now. Passive immunity is achieved by transfer to immune products such as antibody or sensitized T cells from an immune individual to a non-immune one. And those are the antibodies there. It is of two types, naturally acquired and artificially acquired passive immunity. My question now, give me an example of passive immunity. Give me an example of passive immunity. One example of passive immunity. Ashay, Terry, or anyone in the YouTube chat. Anybody? Nobody? Like seriously? So only they are in the class and not pay attention? Come on, man.
Is
I'm here.
like when a person have cancer, is it cancer? And they use like stem cell, take it from one person to give the other. That can be an example.
Well, I don't know if they can be immunized against cancer. If that was the case, they'd have made vaccines for that. I don't know sure about that one.
Well, they have to
But
treat it.
okay, yes, they have to treat. That's the difference now. Treatment is different from vaccination. I understand. Treatment is different from vaccination. All right. But I gave you examples a while ago. I thought you'd have picked out one from what I gave. I gave an example.
The baby breastfeeding.
Exactly. That is an
I didn't
example.
want to. I was just thinking of something different.
No, man. No, man. I asked because I want to know if you guys are paying attention. That's why I ask you. Yes, so breastfeeding is one. Give me another example. Is it only by breastfeeding the the baby can get immune in a passive way naturally. Is another way. The mother can provide the, I would say, offspring, the unborn offspring, with antibodies. Is another way. By way of what? By way of passing antibodies across the placenta. Do you remember that one? Okay. Now, when we say a person, I give me an example now of active immunity, but in an artificial way. Give me an example for that. What's the name given for that one?
Induced. Vaccination.
Vaccination. That's correct. Vaccination. That is correct. Vaccination. Well done. So vaccination. Good. All right. So let us proceed then to my plan for tonight. All right. Plan for tonight, you know. Now, when you're answering biology questions on human and social biology class, human and social biology, December, class, exam rather, December 30th. The reality is that when persons are answering exam questions, when you're answering exam questions, it sometimes or most times students tend to be very vague, right? When they're answering exam questions, they tend to be very vague in their responses. And there's a way to avoid giving vague responses in the exam. The more details they can provide to a question is better for you, right? Now, one year when I got, 75% pass, what I introduced the students to that year was what we call a word chart. I call it a word chart. Some persons might call it vocabulary or whatever it is. But whether it want to be word chart or vocabulary, it is very important that you, when you're going to answer the question, let me give an idea. When you're going to answer the exam question, and you read the exam question, list the words that you know that should relate to that question. And then you put the words together to form your sentences or paragraph to respond to the question. That way, you are ensuring that you are using the concepts or facts related to the question. Is that clear? Good. So let us look at both of you by now would have somewhat covered the digestive system for argument's sake, right? So we're going to use this for someone. All right. Give me some words that comes to mind when you think of the digestive system. Who wants to go first? Give me some
Stomach.
words. Yeah, go ahead, Terry. You're saying?
Stomach.
Stomach. Okay. Now, when you give me the words, no, this is the trick to it now. When you give me the words, no, you have to tell me what you know about the stomach. All right, but all right. Since you mentioned stomach,
So you realize I can't even do your homework.
well, maybe after this you'll be able to. Maybe after this activity you'll be able to. So it said stomach. They give me some words then that would relate to the stomach.
Gastric juice.
Wow. Okay. Very good. Gastric juice. And you can practice it when you want to answer the worksheet questions stuff. Gastric juice. Okay. No, but no, no, no. I'm not going to ask you for that. No, but when you write down the word, you must be able to tell me something about it. But I'm deliberately just taking the words or the term from you. So you mentioned stomach, gastric juice. What else? What other word or phrase or double words relates to the stomach? Actually, you can give me to
I
you.
need a pencil.
You need a pencil.
Yeah, pencil.
Gastric juice, stomach, what else?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Acid, sir.
Ashay, you give a word, Ashay?
I said acid.
Acid, just so acid, sir. What kind of acid was there? What kind of acid was there?
Trying to think, sir.
Oh, you cannot just say acid. That's a problem because you have to be specific.
I know the type of acid, sir, but I'm trying to remember the name.
Type of acid. Mm. 'Cause you have different acids, you know. You have acetic acid, you have citric acid, and it's not citric acid that is in the stomach. So you can't just say the word acid like that. You have to be specific. What is the name of the acid that is in associated with the stomach? Terry, you want to help her out? Anybody in the YouTube chat wants to help them out? Those in the YouTube chat can help out. We're looking for words related to the stomach. So we have the word stomach there, though. We have gastric juice, and Ashley is trying to figure out the type of acid.
But sir, is just gastric juice the same as gastric acid?
Leave that gastric juice.
Exactly.
But it
There's
contains, it contains, it contains. It contains. Come on, come. So you see, when I read and read and read, but if I watch the videos, that'll make it life easier for me. Much easier. Check on the notebook. I never make no notes. I don't know what. Check on the notebook then, man. Check on the notebook. Check your notebooks, please. Terry, anything else? Ashay, come. Thinking.
Hydrochloric acid, sir.
That's the answer. Hydrochloric acid. HCl. What else is there? What other word is related to the stomach as relates to the digestive system?
Sir, the mouth digestion start from there, right?
No, we're talking about the ones related to the stomach first. That's what we're looking at. So we'll get to the mouth. You start with the stomach. Let's continue with the stomach. So you mentioned the gastric juice. You mentioned hydrochloric acid. You see, these are things that the scientists are, you can literally see with your eyes. I'm trying to make a point as we go forward. So when you study human and social biology, you don't read it like it's a newspaper you're reading. You understand? It's something real. And that's why I want you guys to make models of the system. So you could say, for example, you had a cardboard or something. And you draw, you have your model, you have your let me see how I go. I'm trying to, I'm not a perfect artist, but I'm trying to do a little thing, you know. Something like this. Something like this. And then of course it have an opening right here as well. Something like that. That's all right. So you have your model and you touch it and you label it and say this part is so and so, this part is so and so, this part is so and so. Inside, what talk about what's on the inside of it. You know, have your model. Your model is like a toy. You have to do it. If you're gonna make sense of the content, then you have to do that. You have to have your models. But to just pass through 1 years and go through the other. That can't work, ladies. The exam pay for now, so it's time to do the right thing. Next class, everybody must have their models, please. And for your models, I want you to, when you're going to make the digestive system model, you saw what Nicosia had. The difference between Nicosia 1, Nicosia had a full outline of it and was taking us through. But what I want you to do is to have the outline, but you must have the parts. So you can get pictures of them, cut them out, put them on cardboard, make it neat and nice. So when you're doing your presentation, you'll have your outline and you stick on your stomach and say, this is the stomach, this has so and so. That's what you're giving us the details about the stomach. Then now you have the liver, you give the details about the liver. That is what I want. Come, try again. So we mentioned hydrochloric acid. What else?
The digestive enzyme. That's a part of it.
And what is the name of the digestive enzyme in the stomach? What is the name of the digestive enzyme in the stomach? What's the name of it? That's a name. What is the name of the digestive enzyme? Hmm? What's the name of the digestive enzyme? Because, a matter of fact, let me take this out of the list. Because the digestive enzymes, there are several digestive enzymes, several of them. So I'll put that in a separate place. But what is the name of that digestive enzyme? What is the name of the digestive enzyme? Come, come, come.
Pep
Yeah, pep what?
Pepsin.
peptose.
Pepsin. Pepsin. Yes, pepsin. So pepsin is the name of the digestive enzymes. And what it could do as well, just since we have a section, a category called digestive enzymes, then what would be nice is that you could have your list of digestive enzymes and you list them. So we're gonna put pepsin over that side. So you have a digestive enzyme. This is how you can make your notes. You don't have to write a sentence and they try to go over the sentence and read over the sentence. No, don't make the notes like that. Don't make your notes like that. Make your notes like, oh, I'm doing it here. Digestive enzymes. And you put pepsin. So let's take a little break from the stomach a bit. But those have been the key words actually. Now, what can you say about before we go to the digestive enzymes? What can you say about the gastric juice? What do you know about the gastric juice? What do you know about it? All right.
The gastric juice help to break down the food into.
No, I don't want it that way. I don't want it that way. That's all right. Because everything helps to break down the food. So you cannot say that. You have to be specific now. When you come on to biology, you have to be specific. All right? Cannot be generalization. You have to be specific. Now, let me try Ashay first. Ashay, what do you know about the gastric juice? Ashay? Ashay is not there?
Sir, I got kicked out of it.
Okay, what can you tell us about the gastric juice, Ashay?
Sir,
Yeah, I'm listening. What can you tell
it's
us
a
about
mixture
the
of water and hydrochloric acid.
so it has hydrochloric acid in it, and what else? What is it having in it?
I said water, sir.
What else is present in the gastric juice? I'm ignoring water.
Why, sir?
Because everything have water, don't have water in the body.
Okay, sir.
So what is a part of the gastric juice? You mentioned hydrochloric acid. What else? By the way, Terry, you watching video them?
Yes, sir.
You watching videos them?
Not all of them, sir.
Have you watched any at all?
Yes, sir.
How much you watch?
One, sir.
And you watch to the end? You watch
No,
from beginning
sir.
to
I
end?
didn't watch it to the end. I started. I was watching it.
Then you can't learn from me. You can't do my thing then. You
I
can't.
didn't get the time to watch it to the end, so each time I keep starting it over.
Listen, you have to go make some time. You have to make time. You cannot waste time and money. You have to make time. You have to make time. Right? You have to make time. And I think the problem is what I think the problem you are being faced with. You are studying by way of rote learning. So you're going to tell you what you guys to do then, just to help you to ease the problem. First thing you must do is get a model. You must can find time to print one layout of the thing. Must can find time to get
The
pictures of.
digestive system, sir.
Yes, man.
So I made a little chart with it.
Oh, may I see the chart? That would be nice. Let us see the chart, please.
So it's not
Yeah, man. I would like to see the chart. Let me see the chart. Actually, did you make one too? Oh, forget you're not at home. Let us see that chart of yours that you say you have.
sir. What should I? I'm seeing something. You're asking to start a video.
Yeah, so respond.
Okay.
That's all we're going to see the chart.
So I'm hiding. So I made a
But
little.
jeez, peas, I don't believe it. You have the chart there in front of you. And you don't use
Sir,
it?
it's just to explain what happened.
I cannot believe this one have the chart. You have the chart in front of you.
Sir, I'm
And you don't
hiding.
use the chart. Eh? You don't use the chart. None at all. I don't believe it. Put up a chart. Put up a chart. Come. Put
Was
up a
I?
chart. Yeah, hold it up on my seat. Hold up a chart.
Sir, I'm coming. I'm hiding from the camera.
Oh. I cannot believe this woman have the chart. Make up long time. Sure. I'm glad you have the chart. I'm so happy you have the chart, man. I'm very happy that you have the chart. All right, so you have the chart. Excellent. I'm very good. I'm very happy that you have the chart. All right, but look how the chart look beautiful.
Seriously,
Man,
sir?
chart look good. But there's only one little problem with the chart, though. One little problem with the chart. One little problem.
Sir, and I have a body, not true.
No, that's just not the problem.
Mm.
It's where the stomach is and where the liver is. But in the
Oh,
meantime, just like how you have the chart, let us talk about how to use the chart now. Let me say, could I well and do the presentation tonight? Merciful
sir,
Father.
I can't explain the thing. That's why
You can?
can't.
All right. First thing you let's start off with then is to identify the structures. All right. Show me that longitudinal part. Show what's the name
The
of it?
what, sir? This?
Yeah, that part. What's the name of that part? Yes.
The esophagus?
Very good. Very good. The esophagus. Now tell me about the esophagus now. Tell me what you remember about the esophagus.
Sir, the esophagus is where the food travel to reach the stomach. The food is pushed down by a muscle called the. So I don't remember. It's two type of muscle there, though.
Yeah, two type of muscle. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, what are the two
But
type
I
of?
don't remember the name.
It's basically they're circular and longitudinal muscles there, but it is
Okay.
the name of a particular movement. The movement, a name is given to the movement. The relaxation and contraction of those muscles create a particular movement, and it's given a particular name that starts with P. Do you have your notes?
I don't remember.
All right, it's peristalsis. All right,
Yes, sir.
good. Now show me another structure now. What's that structure now?
That is the liver.
All right, good. What's the function of the liver now? What's the function of the liver?
Sir, the liver is used to produce bile.
Bile. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. So liver produce bile. All right. Very good. Oh, show my next structure now. That like a dark piece right there, sir. Yeah,
This
that's
is
one.
the
What's the name of
uh,
that structure?
gallbladder.
Gallbladder. Excellent. And what's the purpose of the gallbladder now? What's the purpose of a gallbladder?
So I don't remember that one.
Try remember, man. Try to remember. Come, try to remember. Try to remember. So you see now what you have to do now, you must have your chart. Well, I don't take all that chart from me if I couldn't take it to AC, man. It's nice. I love it. I love the chart, honestly. But you have to start to use a chart now. So when you're studying, you use a chart. You understand? When you're studying, you must use your chart. Don't worry yourself. The more, do you remember your cell number out of your head?
Yes, sir. I have it over 10 years.
Oh, so you see now, and this is what you need to do then. The more you talk about, sometimes you can teach yourself, in the mirror. You're teaching yourself about that in the mirror. The thing about it is this, you'll not be going into the exam with a notebook nor a textbook. All the information has to be in the head. You have to be right in the memory. You must know it. So my thing about it is this then. It is excellent that you have the chart. Excellent. However, you must use it. You have it, use it. Excellent. I love it. It's very good. And it's very good. You made it?
Yes, sir.
My
A
God.
little help.
Okay. It's lovely though. Beautiful. But the thing about it now, you must use the chart now. The good thing about it, you can identify some of these structures. You can tell the function of them. So you have to practice that. So when you practice that, you're on the right path. There's more things you're going to do. You're going to make some strips. You're going to make some strips by labeling them, but you don't stick it onto it. You just have it and say this strip match with that, this strip matches this strip match with that. You must have so you probably can have other strips too. That's the our paper that speaks about the function of each. And you said this match with that. You understand? Make it be fun to you. Make it be fun,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Make it be a fun thing for yourself, right? This is your make it look like a game for yourself, like. All right. Now, it's actually try and remember still. Try and remember. Try and remember the
It's
purpose. The purpose of
store
the garden.
boiled.
Exactly. See, you remember? It's store bile. You remember? You remember now? Good. So it's store bile. Give God thanks for that. So it actually stores the bile. Now, um, the next. All right. So we're on the stomach, right? We were on the stomach.
Yes, sir.
Show me the stomach.
The thing.
Right there. Now, what would be nice if you could get something to represent the walls of the stomach, right? Like something look like a literal wall, right? You can show blocks or something like that, just to emphasize the wall of the stomach, right at the side there, good. And then you could tell us what comes out, what is excreted from the walls of the stomach. Good. The secretion is the gastric juice, you see, right? And the gastric juice there contains hydrochloric acid, pepsin. And you could make this thing, use your creativity to bring the content alive. That's the idea. Use your creativity to bring the content alive. Good. So I'm expecting a presentation from you next class. I'm just warming you up, right? All right. Now, what's the other structure that you have right there?
I have the pancreas here.
Pancreas. Very good. Very good. Wonderful. So the pancreas right there now. Good. The pancreas right there now. Tell me something about the pancreas. What's the name of the digestive juice that is secreted from the pancreas?
Pancreatic juice.
Exactly. It's obvious. That is very much obvious. Now, tell me, so what are some of the digestive enzymes that the pancreatic juice contains?
Starch, fat, and sugar.
Starch? No, man,
Sir,
that's not the
sir,
digestive
that's not it.
enzyme. No, man, that one of the digestive enzymes. We need to know the digestive enzymes. So all right, what you do, what I want you to do now, and please to protect your chart. You're going to need it over the next 4 months. So protect your chart. Now, I hope that every other student would have something looking like that. Perfect. The last student who had something looking like that and a chart for every system, everything, she got a grade 1. But she used her chart. So you have to use your chart. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think
Sir,
that's
the enzyme, those are like the peptin, those they say would have like peptose and those stuff.
yeah. There's another one.
Liptose, something like that.
Yeah. But you're going to have to look back in the notes. No, this is where now you know your weakness now. You know where you're falling short in terms of where you're actually falling short is in terms of your knowledge of them. So you need to get the knowledge, you need to know them. Good. All
Sir,
right. Show me another structure that you're aware of.
the large intestine
Well, that's very obvious. It's the largest. Give me another one.
and the small intestine.
So where's the small intestine?
This one, this little thing here inside.
Okay, one second. Ashley is calling me. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are leading the way with the charts, my darling. So show me the small intestine again.
Sir, this little thing inside here.
Very good. So the beauty about it though, if you look
Sir,
at
it's
some,
supposed to connect to this.
yeah, man, no problem. The beauty about it though, with some exam possible questions, you'd have seen that they have asked you to identify some of these structures, right? So
Yes, sir.
what this chart thing does, have you having a chart, what it does, it enables you to at least be able to identify the structures. So what I want to do first is to master identifying the structures. Then the next thing I wanted to master is stating the function of each of these structures. Then I also wanted to master identify the digestive enzymes related to each of these structures. Sir, like you think it's a whole heap of work. I don't whole heap of work. No, I don't whole heap of work, I don't whole heap of work. So, oh, you have it against the wall.
Yes, sir.
So you don't have no tape.
Sir, that right now.
Oh, so you must have your tools then. So when you come to my
My
class,
tools, I have a child. He move everything like a film.
okay. So what I wanted to add, you don't have to add it to the chart though. But what I wanted to have next, I wanted to have a image of the villi, the villi.
Yes, sir.
So you can zoom in on the villi. Where would you find the villi, by the way? Let's say if you remember that. Where would you find the villi?
Sir, I never did that class.
No, you don't have to do the class. Depend on the video. The
The same
class,
one. So
yes.
remember I tell you I don't watch the full video. Each
Oh,
time I like start over because I want to understand so I can do my presentation.
Oh, so you're preparing for your presentation. Excellent, 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 excellent. All right. So what? All right. So what you need to have then? I don't want you to label the chart. Keep it as it is, but you can have your labels separated. So when you're preparing, when you're practicing, you can use your labels until you actually know it.
Yes, sir.
You can do the same thing for the functions till you know it. And then, because what happens is that when you're talking, if you're referring to some form of disease, you will be able to now speak to the disease as it relates to respective organ. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right. So did you make a chart for the other system already?
No, sir.
Oh, just this one.
Yes, sir.
All right. Excellent though. I love this. So make sure that to where we need to go next is for you to actually use the chart. And when you're studying, use the chart just the same.
Yes, sir.
Right? I don't want you to be reading a paragraph and no book or nothing. Use your chart. Right? That the idea is for you to get to know it. So I'm very glad I see that. Protect it, please. It's a very important merchandise. So please to protect it.
Yes, sir.
Um, so I hopefully by next week you'll be able to do your presentation. How that sound?
I hope,
Huh?
sir. Hope, sir.
I don't hear you.
I hope, sir.
Okay.
So I
So
work on it this week.
yeah, man, work on it. So make sure you have a picture of the videos so you can stick it on and show persons that this is the videos, and you tell us what happened to the videos. I want you to have pictures of the teeth as well. Just deal with the digestive system beautiful, right? So you have your teeth and you tell us about the
So
teeth,
like
and
make a chart of the teeth.
yeah, that would be good. It can be one that can fit on to that same one there that you have there. You can fit it onto it because I can actually zoom in into it. Understand? Um, you can have you can have okay, you want to make a chart interactive as well. So please ensure that you have a list of the digestive enzymes. Put them on different strips of paper. Good. So when you're talking about the respective organ, like when you're talking about the part in the mouth, you can be able to relate the digestive enzymes to that particular organ. So for example, in the mouth, it's the saliva amylase. Good.
Yes, sir.
When you go into the stomach, it's the pepsin. And you must be able to tell them from what did the pepsin do, what the pepsin helps to do to convert from what to what. Good. From protein to peptones. Good. You must also talk about the pancreatic juice. What are the digestive enzymes that is in the pancreatic juice? What do they do? Good. Talk about the small intestine juice it's itself, and what are some of the enzymes that are active right there. The digestive enzymes that are active right there. Talk about the um what basically takes place in the small intestine. That's where digestion actually ends in terms of absorption. Good. And what is it that is being absorbed? You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Good. So I must applaud you for what you have done so far. I think this is excellent. Excellent job. And excellent job. Good.
Yes, sir.
Excellent job. Excellent job. That's good stuff. All right. So for next class, then you have your presentation ready because I need to ensure that you guys have mastered the digestive system, and then you move into your next. So by then you should be able to add. It's after the presentation, you will be able to add to do the part the worksheets, the worksheet itself. I trust you on that. Good.
Yes, sir.
So, but back to this though. Back to this though. When you're making your note, when you're making your notes, it's like how I have the table like this. You can do it like that. So you can write. All right. Let me fix it up a little for you. Let me fix it up for you. Let me fix it up. show you how you can make your notes for it to be easy for you to follow through, right? Let's talk about way to make the notes easy.
When?
Easy ways to make the notes. Now, so we're talking about the digestive system. Good.
Yes, sir.
Um, so let us say, for example, we're talking about creating a word chart for the digestive system. And you see, when you do the word chart, it helps you to better able to write the responses in your own words. You follow now? So this so we have digestive organs, if so be the case. So we have the stomach, we have the mouth, you can put in bracket, teeth. Good. Um, you have the liver, you have the pancreas, you have ileum, etc., duodenum, etc., right? Digestive enzymes, talk about saliva amylase. So basically listing them. If you get the picture?
Yes, sir.
Then you have the lipase. Then you have there are several of them, you know. There are proteins. You have several of them. You follow?
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Then you have the lipase related to the fats. The lipase related to the fats, and then you also have the one related to amino acids. Are several. The pepsin. You have the proteins, etc. Going down. They have the maltase that carry on to maltose. Good. Or the maltase carry on the maltose to glucose. Right. So you list your digestive enzymes, and you know where they are coming from, where the site for the digestive site for these digestive enzymes. You know, the pepsin relates to the stomach, saliva amylase relates to the mouth, right? And of course, the lipase and the maltase, those are also related. We're within somewhere in the duodenum, which is in the ileum, in the small intestine. Good. So make your notes like this. So it doesn't it look simpler?
Yes, sir.
It looks simple, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, and then you can speak about the different actions. You can have a box that speak about the actions, or if you want to use verbs, verbs in the digestive system. Good. They mention the peristalsis. Good. Right. They mention churning. Good. Follow. You know that when the stomach carries out that churning, that will convert the bolus now into our chime. You follow now?
Yes, sir.
So when you create your notes like this now, your words, organize it, of course, now. That list of digestive organs, and you have them. List of digestive enzymes, and you have them. Talk about the actions or the verbs that relate to digestion. So we have mechanical digestion. I will talk about what it is. It is tearing off or breaking down of large molecules into smaller molecules. Um, You can talk about the bile is not necessarily a digestive enzyme, but it supports digestion. Good. So you can mention the bile as where, in terms of another organ here, the gallbladder, because it stores the bile. Good. You see where we're going? The villus or the villi, whichever. Good. Is it? So you list them. You list them. So each time when you call them, you know about them. You can talk about them. Right? So when you have your chart, when you're doing your presentation now, make your presentation much easier and you'll be able to be more fluent. So after you do that presentation much and it's fluent now, then you're able now to do that worksheet and be more effective. In the future now, you still have it. Once you're going to start another system like respiratory system, you must have your chart ready, good to go. So as you watch the videos, you say, okay, these are the respiratory organs, and these are gases. These are so and so and so and so. You have them, the names, the verbs. That's what you use in a sentence. Nouns and verbs, nouns and verbs. True? True?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. So I think I've given you enough resources to sort yourself out. The next class I'll show you how to use the text structures. Let me see if I can find that for you now. 1 second there. Let's see if I can find the text structures for you. I'm checking to see if I can find them. If I can find it, then that will be good. That will be good for you tonight. Let me see if I can find them. Fortunate. I think I'm going to put it on the website so you guys can have access to it. All right, this is the text structure that I was referring to. Seen it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now I'm going to release it to you. So shortly, I'll do that shortly. All right. Now, when you're making when you're when if you're reading something, right? If you're reading something from a textbook or notes or whatsoever, you must be able to comprehend what you're reading. Because if you're reading a biology textbook, you must be able to comprehend what you're reading, right? Now, I want to pay close attention to the well, let's look at it. Now, the author explains a topic, idea, person, place, or thing by doing what? By listing characteristics, by listing features, and also by listing or stating examples. That's all you know the author is actually describing something. Good? So in biology, textbooks tend to be very descriptive. Make sense?
Sir.
Now, to know if the information that they are giving to you in the biology book, or even when you watch a video, there are some signal words. Good examples. So once persons are giving examples, technically they are describing. If I'm describing the digestive system, I'm going to be speaking about the characteristics of it, different features. For example, the organs. For example, the digestive enzymes. You follow what I'm saying? Good. Um, Pay attention to the summary questions. Now, you want to have a full understanding. What specific thing or event? Because in biology, we're either speaking about a thing or we're talking about an event that is being described or a concept that is being described. Um, we talk about in biology, we'll be talking about how does it work? How does the digestive system work? So in your presentation, you could use these questions You answer these questions in the presentation. How does the digestive system work? What does it do? What does it maybe look like? Because in terms of the villi, it looks like a finger-like structures, like this, like the villi finger-like. Good. So every structure it speaks about, it talk about what it does, how it work. Good.
Yes, sir.
Hope I'm not boring you to death. I'm just trying to.
No, sir.
Okay. Paragraph frames. When you're writing your own, when you're writing, you can go on the website. I'm going to try and make it available tomorrow on the website. All right. So you can click on it and download it and so forth, or go through it. Now, paragraph frames. This is about when you are writing back your notes. A dash is a type of dash. Uh, it is made up of dash. It looks like dash. Some have dash, dash, dash. Good. So you can use a paragraph frames how to rewrite the information in your own words. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, also, you have something we call the graphic organizer that you use when you're designing your notes as well, because the brain process things in small pieces, can't overload the brain, right? So in for example, you're talking about the stomach. Let me give an example. So you would put the stomach here as the main thing you're talking about. So we're going to describe the stomach. So we're describing the stomach, we're talking about the features of the stomach. Gastric juice. Good. We're talking about churning. Good. We're talking about sphincter muscles. Right? Is where I'm going with this?
Yes, sir.
So I mean, so when you're reviewing your notes, it's okay. The stomach has gastric juice. The stomach churns. The stomach has sphincter muscles. You follow?
Sir.
Right? Then we can put chime. Good. So therefore, when the stomach churns, it produces what? Chime. When the sphincter muscles relax, there are sphincter muscles at the beginning of the stomach, right at the end of the esophagus. Good. And there's other things there. You can add more lines to yours. You don't have to use the four. You can add more lines, more things. As much as you would like to say about the stomach. Right? It is acidic. It is this, is that. So describing the characteristics of the what? Stomach by using graphic organizer. Right? Good. Making sense there so far?
Yes, sir.
Now, sequence. The digestive system works in a sequential order. So we're going to talk about the digestion of Christmas dinner. Then it's going to it is going to start. It is going to work in a specific order. So first, so you said first. All right, here's how the digestive system works. So you look at the paragraph frame. Instead of using the word made, you can say here's how the digestive system works. First, the food is digested in the mouth, both mechanically and digestion. And you expound on that. Next, the food is rolled up into a bolus. Then it's a next. You see? So we're going next.
Yes,
Then
sir.
all right. So you can rewrite your notes in this way. What I used to do when I was studying, I normally try to rewrite everything in my own words, and it helps me to remember everything. You follow? So is not coming to the class is not just about um getting notes. No, that's why I give you videos because I wanted to teach you guys techniques that you can learn the content, use the content. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
That's why I get the videos to watch. All right. Now, what sequence of events is being described? So if you're watching the video or you're reading, that's naturally what we're going to be asking. What are the major events or incidents that occur? Now, what are the major events? So we know that peristalsis movement takes place. We know that chemical digestion takes place in the mouth, as well as in the stomach, as well as in the small intestine. Good. We know that absorption takes place in the small intestine. So these are events. These are something that actually takes occur, right? Good. Uh, what are the procedures? What are the steps? It's not necessarily procedures, but we talk about procedure, talk about how starch is being digested, how fat is being digested, how proteins are being digested. Those are sequence procedures. Make sense? All right. And then of course you have graphic organizer for it. So let you go. You can choose which one is preferably for you. If it's a step down one, what happens first, what happens second, what happens third. Good. You can also write your notes like this is a cycle. So if the information is describing as if talking about a cycle, you can tell where it started, where it end, and so forth. Good. So in each box you just put the what comes first, what comes second, what comes third, what comes last. If there's more than 4 steps, you put five, whatever it is. Make sense?
Yes.
Good. So the text structure will be an advantage to you when you're writing the notes, when you're trying to understand something, and should not have a problem with that. So I'm going to make the text structure available to you. All right. If yeah, I'm supposed to send you your enrollment letter tomorrow. Please to remind me to send you your enrollment letter, and I'll send you both of them at the same time.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So that is that. I must say though that I am impressed with your chart that you have, and keep up the good work. It has just started actually. So you need to start using your chart, make your toys them, make use of them, and you will see how easy things start to come for you. All right.
Yes,
By the
sir.
way, what is it that you do to? Because I see that you have a memory problem somewhat. Right? So there's something that you can consume. It's called ginseng. Ginseng is good for memory.
Okay.
Like a Chinese thing, you come to Chinese wakalai, it's good for memory. Yes. So if you could get your hands on the ginseng and consume it now and then, it's good for memory. All right?
Yes, sir. Sir, bring those clothes up.
Yeah. But it will open up. Don't worry yourself. All right? So I that's a wrap for me. And go do what you gotta do and try to see if you can get your work done.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take care. Have a good night. See you next week.
Okay. Same to you.
I'm on cool. All right. Good night to our YouTube viewers. Um, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for viewing. It would be nice too if you guys could have leave a comment in the chat. All right, so we could interact. I could interact with you in the chat as well. Because since you're watching the class, it means that you are a part of the class. So why not interact in the chat? All right. I'll be making available the text structure on our website shortly. So you can go to a website and be able to download it and have it for yourselves to use it to just about any subject area. It is as good as to assist you with. Um, tomorrow I will continue with the hosting of the Maths Past Paper Solution tomorrow. But officially, the days will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, going forward to exams. I sincerely hope that I'll be able to assist those persons who are doing exams in January for mathematics. But of course, definitely for those who are doing May, June, you're good to go. I ask you once again, if you are just viewing, if you have not yet subscribed, and you want to know what time we will be getting back live on our YouTube channel, but I ask please to click on the subscribe button, and of course click on the bell so you receive the notification when CDP Labs Video Services goes live again. Share, don't be selfish now. If you believe that we have quality material sending out, then why not share the channel with a friend who you know needs assistance to be ready for exams? Share with a family member who needs assistance for exams, and also keep sharing. Keep sharing, and if you like the approach to the lessons, you can also click on the like as well. We would appreciate that. Moving forward, if you want to be a part of this institution, then we, by way of being able to do presentations as well and getting, whatever benefits that our online students receive, then you could register with CDP Labs Edu Services. You could go to our Facebook page and you can register with CDP Labs Edu Services by clicking on the sign up button. Well, finally, we are promoting as well. One, if you want a full package of the CDP Labs Edu Services program, then for one subject, it is $3,500 per month. For two subjects, that is Jamaican dollars, that is. We will quote our overseas clients' quotation, and when you go to the website, you'll see that quotation, of course. For students who are doing two subjects, you pay $5,000 per month, and for students who are doing three subjects, you'll pay $7,500 per month. Or other promotion, though, is that if you are doing 1 to 5 subject, you can pay a Jamaican $2,500 per month. 1 to 5. So if you're doing 1, it's still 2,500. Doing 2, still 2,500. Doing 3, still 2,500. However, you only be getting access. You only be able to watch or live stream on YouTube for our live sessions, but you'll also be given access to our worksheets, asynchronous platform. All right. So, but you'll not be given access to our Zoom classes with that promotion. All right. So remember now to subscribe and to click on the bell, and of course, share with a friend or family who needs their assistance. The other teachers will be streaming live shortly as well, so you can look out for them. Thank you very much. Please do have yourself a good night.
Education was saying money come after. Yo, Sheldon Kane. Yeah. Yo, Jojo, Kulachini. I want to them. If they want to go to school. Yeah. Go get your education beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. Go get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. Load the machine, I better you go the machine instead of you dip on the corner and I get your head machine. The little youths them nowadays they need to learn to love, to read and recognize for your survivor education and the key youth. From George's, C.S.E. and C.S.E. Valley Camper down, Meadowbrook and Papine, Calabar and Dunwoodin till pre the news about the pick up the two cause of the books so no fi read and so get your education. Me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. Go get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. Back in all the school days, me used to have it hard, but me also go to school anyway. Mama never get paid, but that never stopped me from getting education same way. So youth, pressure on the book. Take your mind out for the corner and have some notes to overlook. They want to see you turn a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer. Anything you really want, just a turn in and a group. Girls, before you back it up, make sure you wrap it up. Before you be a mother, be a woman first. Stay in a school cause you are gonna need the knowledge. Graduate and go to college cause we have a career is a must. So get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. Go get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. You start go a class, me I tell you no. Exam no fi pass, me I tell you no. And bench warmers a this, me I fi tell you no. No farm full study hard, me I beg you no. Cause nowadays we get a job, me I tell you no. No easy and papers them want, me I tell you no. No buy the lies when them sell on the corner. You get your education, cause the future we a tell you no. Queens, think before you drop your jeans. Sent yours, refuse the abuse. A new school, you know. The grammar said use them to go to school. As I saw the thing said, education, unification, right in the mind. Hear this? Yeah. Go get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where they tell you no. Go get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where they tell you no. Back in all my school days, me used to have it hard, but mama also go to school anyway. Mama never get paid, but that never stopped me from getting my education same way. So youth, pressure on the book. Gonna school, new school. Survival house. Yeah. They could take the youths and bring them back into the school house. Education was saying, money come after. Yo, shell that kid. Yeah. Yo, Jojo, Kulachini. I want to them. If they want to go to school. Yeah. Go get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. Go get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. Load the machine, I better you go the machine instead of you dip on the corner and I get your head machine. The little youths them nowadays they need to learn to love, to read and recognize for your survivor education and the key youth. From George's, C.S.C. and C.S.E. Valley Camper down, Meadowbrook and Papine, Calabar and Dunwoodin till pre the news about the pick up the two cause of the books so no fi read and so get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. Go get your education, me I beg you no revise where you learn from class. Me I tell you no, cause it's not hard, it's a task. Just give yourself a chance and yes, he said that you grasp where them tell you no. Back in all the school days, me used to have it hard, but me also go to school anyway. Mama never get paid, but that never stopped me from getting my education same way. So youth, pressure on the book. Take your mind out for the corner and have some notes to overlook. They want to see you turn a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer. Anything you really want, just a turn in and a group. Girls, before you back it up, make sure you wrap it up. Before you be a mother, be a woman first. Stay in a school cause you are gonna need the knowledge. Graduate and go back college cause we have a career is a must. So get your education, me a beg you no revise where you learn from class, me a tell you no. Cause it's not hard, it's a task, just give yourself a chance and you see that you grasp when them tell you no. Go get your education, me a beg you no revise where you learn from class, me a tell you no. Cause it's not hard, it's a task, just give yourself a chance and you see that you grasp when them tell you no. You start go a class, me a tell you no. Exam no fi pass, me a tell you no. And bench warmers a this, me a fi tell you no. No farm full study hard, me a beg you no. Cause nowadays we get a job, me a tell you no. No easy and papers them want, me a tell you no. No buy the lies when them sell on the corner. You get your education, cause the future we a tell you no. Queens, think before you drop your jeans. Send yours, refuse the abuse. A new school, you know. The grammar said use them to go to school. Cause that's so the thing said. Education, unification, right in the mind. Hear this? Yeah. Go get your education, me a beg you no revise where you learn from class, me a tell you no. Cause it's not hard, it's a task, just give yourself a chance and you see say that you grasp when they tell you no. Go get your education, me a beg you no revise where you learn from class, me a tell you no. Cause it's not hard, it's a task, just give yourself a chance and you see say that you grasp when they tell you no. Back in my school days, me used to have it hard, but mama used to go to school anyway. Every day. Mama never get paid, but that never stopped me from getting my education same way. So youth, pressure on the book. Gonna school. New school.